Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be ranking the 2021 F1 Formula 1 drivers. We're going to be rating them from GOAT level to Mazepin. Anyway, today I'm not just by myself, I'm going to be with a guy called Aiden, or you may know him as MrAidenRule on YouTube. Go check him out, the link in the description. Big up Aiden. Check him out, link in the description, give him a follow. I mean, you're probably already subscribed to him anyway. You're probably coming over from his channel to see me, let's be honest. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new around here. Please hit the notification bell as well, it means a lot. Anyway, on with the video. So first up, we have the GOAT here. Very good, does the job, Stinky, Retire, and obviously Mazepin. Got the 20 drivers at the bottom, and our job today is just to rank them on how good we think they are, how well their season will go. We're obviously going to do it on current form as well. So for Alonso, we're not going to put, obviously, like his prime.
Yeah, we're going to do what we think he's going to do because, you know,
yeah,
his current form doesn't exist either.
Since we're the most professional people to decide this, it's why it's down to us to decide. Exactly,
it is. Sky Sports actually reached out to us for a job and do this, but we said no, we'd rather do it on this channel. So it's big things.
It's very true. So first up, we got Kimi Räikkönen.
Boy, he needs to retire, you know. I like Kimi, but my man is old.
I'll back it. I mean, he is getting old a bit, and Giovinazzi did come to him towards the end of the season.
Yeah, that's Giovinazzi as well. You know, if he had someone actually decent in the Alpha next to him, it wouldn't be great for him.
Yeah, I mean, he did well at Portimao in that first lap, but that's all I can think of.
Yeah, he's past his prime. He's done his job now. He's got the bag. He just needs to, you know, go do some rallying for a bit and leave the seat open for someone else.
Just bring Callum Ilott in.
Yeah, exactly. Big boy Callum.
Now, next up, Max Verstappen. Thing is, I would go, it's either these two for me, but I don't know if it's GOAT yet, because he's still...
Yeah, he's still quite, I feel like people will call him a GOAT, and he's probably the best driver out there in Hamilton, probably.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we could put him in GOAT, because I feel like GOAT means you've been a GOAT for a while, do you know what I mean?
You've accomplished stuff. He hasn't really done anything. As in, he's won races, but he hasn't won championships yet. It's still very early.
To actually be called a GOAT, you need to be GOAT level for a long time, not just a little bit. So I'd put very good, but I'll put the top end of very good.
Yeah, definitely top end.
That's going to get some angry orange in the comment section.
Maybe he's the GOAT. He'd won races and he was in F1 at 17, whatever. But he hasn't been... I mean, he's proven. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, he's the boy.
He's not like Lewis Hamilton, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now we're going with Esteban Ocon.
Where would you put Ocon?
See, this is a tough one, because obviously in his Force India days, man was a baller.
Yeah, that's true.
But then Renault, he was only good towards the end, he didn't really do much, but he was unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, my instinct is
either very good or does the job. Really Stinky.
Really? I was going to put bottom of does the job or top of Stinky. If you're between those two, I reckon does the job. Does the job has to be it.
Yeah.
But only bottom end of does the job, I reckon, depending on how the rest of them sort of feed into it.
He had so much potential, but I don't know why. As soon as he went to Renault.
Yeah, he has a year out though, so maybe he's just trying to he just took a little while to get used to the car again. I don't know, but I don't really rate him as much as I used to.
No, in Force India, I was like, he's the real deal. And then he left, and then he came back, and then you never really heard him do it.
He had a very quiet year.
Very quiet.
He had a very, very quiet year.
Even his podium was quite quiet. It was all just about Perez, so.
Innit? He was so hyped. His team didn't even look like they cared.
They're like, oh, we've already had two already. We're not too bothered now. Right, next up, Nicholas Latifi.
He does the job for Williams, to be fair.
I think he's quite underrated.
He is underrated a little bit because everyone thinks he's shit. Which, I mean, he's not the best, but because he's in a Williams, that's their standard. George just makes him look like they can do more because he's George Russell. But
I swear there was some stats that he was actually I swear he was beating George.
Well, no, he was beating George before he got on the Mercedes. So George was gonna lose to Latifi in the points if he didn't get that chance in Mercedes. To be fair, so people really underrate Latifi.
It's just his qualifying pace is too good for George.
Yeah.
Do we go does the job?
I reckon does the job. He's not stinky. He's on the border, but I'll put does the job.
But below Ocon?
Below Ocon, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Lando Norris. Alright, we're gonna get the fangirls on us, so we've got to be.
Oh yeah, for the sake of the people watching this video, undisputed GOAT of the sport, I mean...
Yeah, he's gotta be there.
I feel like people are going to want him in very good, but I think he is literally just does the job. But top ender does the job, if that's... You know what I mean? He's definitely good, but...
He's one of these two.
We can't put him on the same level as Max Verstappen. That's not fair on Max Verstappen.
Yeah. maybe top ender does the job. Even though
Yeah,
does the job sounds really bad
Yeah.
for Lando Norris. Or maybe bottom ender very good.
I feel like does the job for now, and if we need to move him, we can. But for like does the job does basically mean like they're not bad, they're just not like very good. It's like basically the good.
It sounds like such an insult quote in Lando.
Yeah.
The fangirls are going crazy.
Oh mate, they're absolutely kicking rice off.
Oh, the comments are crazy.
Speaking of fangirls, you know, George Russell.
George Russell, obvious.
Oh, I can't believe
The
you've done
fangirls.
this. I think below Max and very good.
Thing is, technically he's up there, but after that Mercedes job, but he hasn't.
Look, he went in a Mercedes, he only finished 8th, mate, so, I mean, overrated.
Oh, the fangirls.
The fangirl's absolutely fuming.
Nah, I think that's respectable for George. I can still see the fangirls over Lando. They're fuming. Next up, Antonio Giovinazzi.
Is it a Forkle or Giovinazzi?
Giovinazzi! Famiglia Formula 1.
Stinky? I mean, he hasn't done much. Like he has very quiet. Every year he's been in F1 has been a very
He's not
quiet
that
year for him.
consistent. He has some good races, and then he'll just crash it the next race.
Although he actually does, he's gained a position on every opening lap. I think in the last year, or something. It was something. He went on a mad streak or something like that. But it's because he qualifies so low down. It's not very hard. So yeah, Stinky. I think just because he hasn't really shown off.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like he's done all right, but he's nothing special.
Yeah.
Lance Stroll, Sir Lancelot.
Where would you put Lance?
I don't know. It's a tough one.
I want to put him in front of Lando on does the job.
Ooh, that's spicy.
I rate Stroll more than Lando for sure. Like if Stroll was more like Jimmy, if he had Lando's off-track presence, I think like imagine if Lando had Stroll's year this year, how much people would be bigging him up. Like genuinely. Yeah. Stroll had like a very unlucky year. He was 4th in the championship like halfway through the season. Then he went down to 11th because he had like a dodgy second half where he had like 4 races in a row.
Very dodgy middle bit.
Yeah, but like he had definitely had like a decent year. So I think above Lando and does the job, you know. I think he's going to beat Seb next year for sure.
I mean, in my prediction, I said he was going to have a stinky year. I just felt like he was going to have the pressure was going to get to him.
Stroll?
Yeah, I had a feeling that he was going to have a stinky year.
To be fair, I think he is either going to do well or literally like stinky. There's not going to be any like average.
I said he's either going to do unbelievable, like get poles and that, or just literally do nothing. But I don't know about Stroll, you know, because like he's very good. Like he got a pole, you know, that takes some doing.
He got a pole. He's actually like insane in like dodgy weather conditions. And he's had like he had a couple podiums this year as well.
He's had a few podiums.
I feel like he's at least on level with Lando, but I would put him above personally. But I mean, he's got to be at least the same as Lando.
He's definitely on does the job, but it's just with Lando. Lando's won championships, hasn't he?
Yeah, but so Stroll.
He won
Pretty much
Formula
everyone
3,
he's raced in. He won Formula 3. He raced he won like quite a lot of shit actually. I think he won pretty much every championship he was in. Well, I don't know every, but like he won a good amount.
I mean, this season definitely. If it wasn't before this season, I probably would have put him in stinky. But this season, he has done very well.
For the sake of triggering fangirls.
For the sake of triggering fangirls, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, the comment section is gonna be much more engaged if you put him in does the job above Lando. So put him above Lando. We'll get the angry people in on Twitter.
That's a tough one, you know. Yeah, Valtteri Bottas. Moving on, Vettel.
Nah, it's got to be stinky. I mean, not quite retire. Stinky Bottas.
Yeah. Well, below Giovinazzi.
I thought he was going to do it. I didn't think he was going to beat Lewis, but I thought he could actually like challenge him. But no,
Mate, every year we think he's going to beat Lewis. Every year. Everyone's like, this is his year.
He technically does do the job he's there for. Like, he's not there to win championships. He's there to back Lewis. So you could put him like Latifi level because he's basically
technically
Latifi.
he does do the job.
He's Latifi in black overalls.
But if we're talking about like Turkey, then we're just like there.
Yeah, I reckon does the job around there. We've got to be fair to him.
I think Stinky is a bit too harsh for him because he does win races and stuff.
Yeah, but speaking of Stinky, I mean,
you think?
See, if we're doing it on current form, Vettel's definitely like Stinky. Maybe push and retire. But if we're thinking how he's going to do next year, I think like he's definitely going to do better. But I don't think he's going to be like everyone thinks he's going to be like a phoenix out of the ashes. But I don't know. I think he's still going to struggle.
I think he will definitely be better because just of a new team, new mindset, new everything.
Yeah. Maybe ahead of Giovinazzi and Stinky. If he's going to Stinky, he's got to be top of Stinky.
I would either say there or like here.
Yeah. Maybe behind Latifi. Nah, we can't put him on and does the job. Put him in Stinky. Put him in Stinky.
Fangirls.
The fangirl is absolutely fuming.
Just triggering fangirls. That's all we're doing today. Daniel Ricciardo. Now, this has got to be a...
Can we put Ricciardo ahead of Russell, please? And questionably Max.
Actually, questionably Max.
I don't know. I feel like he's at least, like, he could challenge Max, but I don't think he's actually maybe... He's probably not better than Max.
I mean, if we think about Red Bull days, Max did outdo him, but it's obviously current form now.
Yeah. They're both in, like, the form of their life, I think, really.
Yeah. It's definitely, they're literally on par.
Yeah, I reckon Max probably just because he's younger, I guess it's more impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely better than George. George might have more like raw talent than Ricciardo, but because Ricciardo's got the experience, I think that I'd put him ahead.
If we're doing on current form, yeah, Russell's still got a lot to learn. I mean, he hasn't even scored a point for Williams yet. So, I mean, he had, like, if you look at, was it Imola?
Yeah, like that was literally him being... Do you mean if Stroll had done that? Can you imagine if it was like we were on Stroll had done that? The amount of abuse he would have got.
Oh yeah, it's just because it was George. I mean, he fucked up, but just because it was George, they kind of let him off. Carlos Sainz, I think he's underrated.
He is underrated. He's definitely very good. But if we're thinking about like, I'm thinking about what he's going to do next year. I think he'll just do the job.
I feel like he's not going to be let to do what he wants to do, like in McLaren.
Yeah, I think he might have a bit of a bump heads with Charles for sure. Put him at the bottom of very good, I think, or at least the top.
I would say bottom of very good. I don't think it's good as Russell.
No way he's good as Russell.
But he does the job. I mean, he nearly won Monza.
Exactly.
He got a podium. Takes some doing.
Exactly. He don't mess about. Let's just whack Hamilton and Goat now and save ourselves the time.
Yeah.
Does it even need any explanation? You know.
It's pretty self-explanatory, that one. People that don't like Hamilton, that's when we'll trigger them. Schumacher's better.
I don't get why there's got to be one better. You know, they're both good.
They're both good. Yeah, exactly. Pierre Gasly. I think this is a tricky one because I think he's very good, but also does the job.
I think he's below Sainz.
Yeah.
Whether you want to put that behind him in very good or just at the top of does the job. I think top of does the job would make more sense, maybe. I don't know. No, if we're doing current form, then. But then again, he did have a really dodgy second half of the season, really.
But then remember at the start, everyone was saying he was the driver of the season. When at the start of last season, everyone was like, he's the best driver on the grid at the moment.
He did. I probably would put him up there with driver of the season. There's definitely like he's up there, but he didn't. He did drop off a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I think bottom are very good.
Yeah, bottom are very good is fair.
Fernando Alonso. Retire again. Just our two old ones at the bottom.
I just don't like Alonso, honestly. I don't know. I'm very biased. I don't like him.
I didn't used to like him when he was with Hamilton. I feel like he's going to have a stinky season.
I put him in 10th in my predictions. I think he's going to finish like midfield. Like not going to be at the top half. I think I put 14th
for mine.
14th, you know. Bloody Giovinazzi's going to mug him.
It was quite low. I think it was 14th.
I got Ocon 14th, I think. Anyway, go watch my video for that or his video for that and you'll see what we put.
Link in the description.
Yes, lad. Perez, whack him very good. Gotta be, surely. That's where I was thinking. You've read my mind there.
About there?
Yeah, maybe ahead of Ricciardo.
Do you
reckon ahead of Max?
Nah, don't think ahead of Max.
I think it's because Max has more potential. It's more impressive that like how good he is.
I think it's because he's just so young.
Yeah, exactly.
Perez is very good, but I feel like it's only recent, and I feel like I don't know if he's better than Ricciardo.
On current form, I'd say he's better than Ricciardo though because he had like that last year. 2020 was a banging year for Perez, so I think it's only fair to put him above Ricciardo since he did beat Ricciardo on track.
To be fair, he was quite unlucky as well.
He missed like 2 races because of Rona, didn't he? So
he missed 2 races because of Corona. His engine blew up when he was running in 3rd, Bahrain.
He should have had like 3 or 4 podiums in a row when he got his win.
I back that. Charles Leclerc.
Got to be above Sainz, surely. Stinky!
Just for the fangirls.
Just for the fangirls. Yeah, maybe...
I think maybe ahead of George.
Around George.
I don't know, actually.
Current form probably worse than George. Potential, I don't think he's going to be as quick as George. But because he's just got more experience, maybe we should put him above him.
And he is a race winner.
Yeah, and he's had the experience in the racecraft with top teams already. He has got that Ferrari on the podium a couple times this year, so he deserves to be up there.
Oh, yeah, at the start of the season, he did get a few podiums, yeah. It's got to be ahead of George for now. Mick Schumacher.
What are you thinking?
Champion. F2 champion. F3 champion. Took him 2 seasons both times now.
He has a pattern, doesn't he? 1 season just settling in, and then next season does the job. Well, like, very good. I reckon Latifi, maybe? Same as Latifi, maybe just around him.
I'd say behind Latifi for now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Of the pattern that he has. I think he's better than Latifi in quite a few of these drivers.
Oh, for sure.
but it's just on the pattern that he has where he's always a bit slow at the start.
Yeah, especially because it's Formula 1 as well, so...
I think there for now.
I would argue the same sort of thing for Yuki as well. Maybe put him... I feel like he's going to do better than Mick next year because Mick's pattern, but he still can't really be much ahead of Latifi. Maybe put him ahead of Latifi, and then Latifi can be in a sandwich between the two rookies. That's what I've got in my head right now.
Yuki is very good, and obviously that was his rookie season as well last year, and he came third, was it?
Yeah, he
came third.
He banged it for his rookie year.
I mean, like, yeah, I can back that, to be fair. He's definitely... I mean, they're both better than Nicholas.
Yeah.
I only put Mick there just because of how he takes his time.
Yeah, I feel like this is a list of both. We've both sort of mixed there how we think we're going to do in next year and their current form at the same time.
To be fair, we kind of... Yeah, we have switched up on... Because we have gone for... We're supposed to be ranking the drivers.
I think you've got to take into account when you do rank the drivers how they're going to perform though. So it's a sort of mix, isn't it? Especially going into the season, you got to pitch what you want to do. And then the egg at the bottom can just go into his little section.
Ah, look at that.
Is there anything you want to move there? Anything you're not happy with?
To be fair, looking at that table now, I'm trying to think, is there any other changes apart from that? And I'm not too sure, to be fair.
I think Bottas above Ocon's fair, maybe. Bottas above Ocon. Just only because Bottas does the job in like securing seconds and stuff, but Ocon, do you know what I mean? He's like...
Bottas is consistent, if you think about
exactly,
it.
Yeah. He has had race wins. Not many, but he had a few. Yeah, I think that's fair. We can't disrespect Porridge Man that you know.
Porridge Man.
On his day, Bottas can be a decent driver. Like, if he's on it, he can be up there on the level of like Perez, but like he's just rarely on it at the minute. He's gonna win round 1 of the season next year. I know it, but then he'll like won't win again till Russia, and that'll be it. But do you agree, viewers watching at home? Let us know in the comments section down below.
Let us know in the comments.
Did we start trying to do that at the same time? I swear we did. And if you watch to the end, comment Aiden has a dead trim down below. Are you familiar with the podcast Dratmix Happy Hour?
Yes.
Right. When they do their tier list, they get 2 changes at the end, and they tweet a picture of it.
Oh.
I want to change some, just for the sake of you tweeting this photo when this video comes out, to get people mad.
Okay.
So could you put Max Verstappen to below Bottas, please? And then
put Bottas and go.
No, I reckon leave Stroll there because that looks believable. Maybe put
Oh God.
George. I feel like we have to move George Russell to somewhere bad. No, put George in front of Stroll. Right. So he still does the job, so then people will be mad. Yeah, I feel like that's like just off enough to get people mad, but also believable.
That will trigger people. Max Verstappen and does the job.
Yeah, I back that.
Save. So thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed me and my dead trim, come over to the MrAidenRule channel, leave a like on there, subscribe on there, and leave some hate comments on there, whatever you want to do really. Thank you, boss, for having me on. It was lovely making a tier list with you. And yeah, that's it for the video, innit?
Goodbye everyone. Link in the description. Check Aiden out. Goodbye.
CBA, never say